Hey everybody, I'm going to take you through an ab set today. If you'd like to use a ball, you can grab your ball, place it between your thighs. You can also use a pillow or a towel. Thumbs on top of your thighs, fingers wrapped behind, elbows are wide out to the side. Okay, there's a nice triangle shape that you're making with your heels and your seat. Now pull your belly into your spine, round your back, roll down 3 vertebrae. That's 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Pull your belly in, look at your shirt, create some wrinkles in your shirt by pulling your belly toward the mat underneath you. Hands off, loose fist, tap, squeeze, release, tap, squeeze, release, tap, squeeze. All right, so you're holding a curl position and then removing those arms to put a little weight into your abs. You can take those arms a little higher to make this harder, drop them lower to make it a little bit easier. Now that squeeze of the ball is a squeeze, slow release. Squeeze, release. You're not doing this. See, this is just rebound. I'm not gonna work my thighs as effectively. You wanna really hold the squeeze. Squeeze. And you wanna be squeezing with your thighs, not your knees. So if that ball is in your knees, if that ball is all the way down here, you can't get a good squeeze. Again, right in between your inner thighs. You got 5 more slow. You're gonna hold back on, that's your break. Try not to take a full break by sitting up. For 3, 2, last 1. Hold back on, elbows wide. Inhale, exhale. That's catching your breath. Pull your belly in, round your back, almost like a string is pulling your belly button to the mat underneath you. Then you're gonna take off your hands and you're gonna tap a little more quickly. It's tap, tap. Same thing as before. Once we go faster, sometimes people tend to go like this with it. It's tap, 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 tap. I want you to really think about those inner thighs squeezing that ball. That's gonna help activate your inner thighs, gonna make this a more efficient workout. And then with that tapping, maybe you wanna take a little higher here, right? Putting that weight more into your abs as you hold that curl. So belly in, hips tucked. If you can tuck your hips a little more, you gotta hold that tuck. So we don't wanna be able to untuck and retuck like this, you just wanna hold it. 3 more, 3, 2, and 1. Hold back on, elbows wide, belly in, round back, tuck your hips under. Again, try and flatten out that core, almost like you're holding a weighted ball right in your abs. Inhale, exhale. I'm gonna count from 10. You're gonna squeeze the ball for 10 counts. Here we go. 10, 9, look at that ball. Change the shape of it with every count for 4, 3, 2. Now hold that squeeze. I know your thighs are on fire. You gotta hold this for about 30 seconds. Hands off, loose fists, and tap, 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 tap. Higher for harder, lower for more support. Okay? You can come all the way up here, biceps by your ears. Choose your position. It's a static hold of that ball, so think of how tight it was when you counted to the end of that 10. Keep it that tight. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Take that ball out. Place it to the side. Fingertips interlace behind your back. Stretch this out. Inhale, exhale. Breathe out. And release. You're going to take that ball between your hands now, not your fingertips, the fleshy part of your hand. And then you're going to roll down, pull your belly into your spine, tuck your hips under. Take that shape over to the left. You're going to squeeze, curl up. Squeeze, little curl. Squeeze, curl. So we're at an oblique angle. The squeeze of the ball now is coming from your chest muscles right here, right where your armpit is. So instead of thinking of squeezing with your hands, of course your hands can squeeze a ball, can your chest muscles squeeze a ball? Okay, combine the moves, squeeze, curl, squeeze, curl. One move, we'll do that on the other side as well. Now as you're doing this, there's a tendency to kind of come up really high. I could probably do this for 10 minutes. This isn't that challenging, but if I drop my shoulders just 3 inches, all of a sudden I'm in a challenge zone. And you really want to think about those abs curling. So think about your top rib here going over your bottom rib and you're at this oblique angle. That's going to work more into your obliques instead of letting your shoulders or your neck drive the movement. Now hold it here, just squeeze, squeeze. It's an isometric hold. Option to raise that ball up. Last 10 counts. 10, 9, you can hear my voice start to shake. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to center, head to the other side. Same set. It's squeeze, curl, squeeze, curl, squeeze, curl, okay? Now if you don't have a ball, you can use a weight in between your hands like that. You could use a towel, you could use a foam roller, so lots of options, or you could do nothing at all and just squeeze with your chest. So here's me squeezing. I don't have a ball, but I can still feel my chest doing the work. Inhale and exhale. Take a look at that shirt. Make sure it's really, really, really pulled in. Combine the moves. Squeeze, squeeze, curl, squeeze, curl, squeeze, curl. Again, if you're up here, it's going to feel a lot easier. Come down for a little more of that challenge. Now, if you need support, you can place the ball under your mid-back to give you that support. Just make sure you're not sinking into it like a pillow. I see a lot of people do this in class. This is not going to work into your abs as much. So you just want to make sure you're not relying on that. It's really more guiding you for where you should put your body. Squeeze, pulse, squeeze, curl for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Squeeze it out. Here we go. Just squeeze, squeeze with that chest. Maybe arms a little higher. Maybe highest point for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come to center. Squeeze, curl, squeeze, curl. If your feet are coming off the ground, walk them closer. Squeeze, curl. Again, from this angle, right, my shoulders are below or in line with my knees. I'm not up here, okay? I'm not in a position that feels comfortable. I'm in a position that's really digging into my abs. Try and relax those shoulders. I know your chest is getting tired. We're almost done with your chest. You're gonna drop the ball, okay? We're gonna put it between our inner thighs again. So just fight for this a little bit longer. Now, combine the moves. Curl, squeeze, curl, squeeze, curl, squeeze, curl, squeeze. I know your upper abs are on fire. That's great because we're gonna move to our lower abs next with the ball in between our thighs. So you're doing great work for those upper abs. 10, 9. We're gonna finish just like we finished those other sets. You're gonna squeeze the ball quickly, hold in your curl. Here we go, squeeze, 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 squeeze. So when I say squeeze the ball quickly, it's a squeeze, squeeze with your chest. You can raise that ball up. Maybe you can bring your biceps by your ears. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll on up, press your chest forward. Arch your back. Take that ball, place it between your thighs while you're there, not your crotch, not your knees. And then lie down. Bring your legs into tabletop. Interlace your fingertips behind your head. Lift up your head, neck, and shoulders. Squeeze and curl. Squeeze, curl. Squeeze, curl. Squeeze, curl. Squeeze, and curl. Last thing for your upper abs, you get to lie down after this. Squeeze, curl. Option legs straight. Squeeze, curl. Squeeze, curl. Now don't lift your head up using your hands. Use your abs. Think of your top rib curling up, and that's what drives your shoulders to move. Combine the move, squeeze, curl, squeeze, curl. Change the shape of that ball. Again, legs here. If you need more support, drop those legs down. Right there. Squeeze, curl, squeeze, curl, squeeze, curl, squeeze, curl. Last 10 of these. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Squeeze the ball. 10, 9, 8. Elbows are wide. You shouldn't be able to see them in your peripheral vision. For 4, 3, 2. Hold the squeeze. Curl up to finish. 30 curls. Curl. Hands can come toward those ankles, toward the ground. Okay? Any leg position is fine here. Squeeze that ball. If you switch legs positions, re-squeeze that ball. Last 10 counts here. 10, 9, 8. You're going to relax your head, neck, and shoulders next and lie completely down in 3, 2, and 1. Lie down. Bring those legs into tabletop if you extended them straight. Now pull your belly into your spine. This is me with my back arched. Here's me pulling my belly in. See the difference there? Get to your position where your back is pressed into the mat. If a stream of water were to come through this room, it couldn't fit under your back. That's how tight you are. Now point those toes back up to the ceiling. 2 moves. Bend, stretch, squeeze. Bend, stretch, squeeze. Bend, stretch, squeeze. That's too much. You go here. You go out an inch, squeeze. Pull in an inch, squeeze. Out an inch, squeeze. In an inch, squeeze. Otherwise, you're up here, putting a lot more weight into your abs, working those quads also if you can straighten those legs. Combine the moves. Squeeze, 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 stretch, squeeze, stretch, squeeze, stretch. If you're here, just squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Quick squeezes, squeeze, 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 squeeze wherever you are. If you need to drop your knees to the ground, you can do this here and just work those inner thighs. You're going to lose the ab workout if your feet come all the way down. That might be a place where you need to be. That's totally fine. Otherwise, try and keep them up here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Take that ball out, place it to the side. Let the soles of your feet come together, knees flop out to stretch out those hips. Give those inner thighs a little bit of a stretch. Inhale and exhale. And then bring those legs back into tabletop, point them up to the ceiling. You want to keep that ball in, you totally can. I'm trying to give those thighs a chance to reset. We go out for 2 and in for 2. So we're putting weight on our abs, then using our abs to pull it back. Too much, bend those knees in half, and then do it like that. That's perfect. Little out for 2 and in for 2. You're choosing an option here, and now if you need more support, you can take your mat and roll it underneath your glutes only. Just your glutes. Just your glutes, not your back. That's going to give you a little bit of a lift. If you can get that lift without the mat, that's going to help not take the work out of your hip flexors. And some of you might be able to take those toes a little bit lower. If I go much lower than that, my back comes off the mat like that. My back goes off, so I just pull my belly in, lessen my range of motion. Hold your legs in their out position. Hold them out in their out position. Little clicks of your heels. Click, click. Everyone's range is different. Doesn't matter where your legs are. You're at your edge. And click, 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 click. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Take a quick break. Knees into chest, rock side to side. If it feels good, you can go for that stretch again. Soles of feet together, knees flop out to the side. Or you can just keep your knees in. Inhale, exhale. Last thing, point those toes up to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale. Hold here and breathe, okay? You can take that bent leg option. We're just holding in stillness, so try this straight leg option. It's okay if your legs have that soft bend in them. Otherwise, you can try and get them as straight as you can. You can see my legs are shaking at this point. Holding this position, all that weight in your lower abs. Inhaling and exhaling. Feel your back press into the mat. Feeling that deep, deep, deep work in your lower abs. Keep holding here. Okay, if you need to take a break every now and then, you can drop one leg into tabletop and then switch the leg that's taking a little reset. Okay, if you need more, obviously both legs can come down. Okay, otherwise just try and hold it up here. I know you're shaking, you're almost done. 30 seconds. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathe here. That's good shaking. That's what you want. Tuck those hips under. Pull your belly into your spine. Feel your back flatten on the mat. Shoulders are relaxed, but down on the mat. Legs are straight if you can. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Knees into chest, rock side to side. Happy baby stretch this time if you'd like. Reach for the insoles of your feet, rock side to side. Or you can always plant those feet down again. Take that same stretch we started with, or just hold your knees into your chest. So just take a stretch that feels good for you today. Okay, if you've done all my options, then you've kind of gone through 3 different stretches. Rock side to side, inhale, exhale. And then bring your knees into your chest. And then you're going to flip over onto all fours to come into a forearm plank. So you're going to bring your forearms underneath you. If you'd like to use the ball one last time, the ball's going to come between your inner thighs. You're going to come down to your plank, press those heels away from you. Squeeze the ball, release. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Now, if the ball's too much, you're going to take the ball out. You don't have to use it. Okay, you can also use a towel or a weight if you really want to take that challenge. Add some weight to your plank. If that's still too much, come to your knees, pull your heels to your seat. Now, if you take this option, make sure you're not on your knees like this. Roll onto the fleshy part of your thigh. Tuck your hips under, squeeze your glutes. Now, everyone's shoulders should be right over their elbows. Arms are in the shape of a number 11 for good alignment for your spine. Squeeze the ball quickly, squeeze, squeeze. Now, if you don't have a ball, just squeeze your inner thigh, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You can still feel that movement. We're going to take a little stretch on our fronts next to stretch out those abs from all that ab work. Then we're going to flip over, do a little back dancing. You'll have an option to do that with the ball. You got 20 seconds left here in this plank. Hold the squeeze. And if you'd like to add on here, you can jog out your knees. So right, left. Now, if you're doing this and your hips look like this, that's not getting into your core as much. So slow bends and straightens. Bend, bend. Belly pulls in, hips are tucked. Bend, 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 and bend. Last 10 counts. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Meet me here, Sphinx pose. Shoulders are right over your elbows. Chest is pulling through your arms. Pull your elbows toward your waist. Bring your chin to your chest. Look over your left shoulder. Come back to center, look over your right shoulder. Back to center, just look straight out in front of you. Elbows pull in one more time. And then make a little pillow for yourself. Bend your knees in half, windshield wiper them side to side. Loosen up that back. Loosen up those hips. And then press into a child's pose. Seat is heavy, palms face the ceiling. Take a little stretch there. Inhale, exhale. Again, try not to look at the screen. Really think about your own work here in your stretch. And then find your ball wherever you placed it. It's gonna go between your inner thighs one more time. If you don't wanna do it, you don't have to. Lie down. Pull your belly into your spine. Press into both feet evenly. Tuck your hips, lift them one fist off the ground so one fist fits underneath you. Then bring that hand out to the side, palm faces the ceiling. So if I lift my hand up, you can see, but I'm just a fist distance, one hand off the ground. I'm not up here. We're gonna work our glutes. Here we go. Tuck, squeeze, tuck, squeeze the ball. Tuck and squeeze the ball. Tuck and squeeze. Now, if you're pregnant or you have any back issues, you can do this kneeling. So you just come to your knees and you do the same set. So you tuck, squeeze, tuck, squeeze, tuck. Just don't lean too far back. You're gonna get a bonus thigh workout that you're probably not gonna like. But if you're pregnant, you can't go on your back. If there's any injuries there, you can do that whole set just kneeling and still work those glutes, especially the inner thighs today because we're using the ball. So feel free to use that ball maybe a little more. Combine those moves, tuck, squeeze, tuck, squeeze. So it's 2 minutes here to finish up class. Working into those glutes one more time. That's how we like to end class. Some sort of cardio boost or some sort of extra work. Sometimes we do bicycle crunches. You can always do an extra set of those. Another plank if you want. Squeeze, tuck, squeeze. Now the reason your hips move is you squeeze your glutes so hard. I know those inner thighs are burning. We're actually gonna end with our feet wide today to give those inner thighs a stretch for the last part of class. Inhaling and exhaling, just breathe. Hold the tuck and squeeze, 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 squeeze. So change the shape of that ball here. Just squeeze, 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 squeeze. Hold the squeeze, just tuck 10 times, tuck 10, tuck 9, you got it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, take that ball out. Place it to the side, you're done with it. Walk those feet wide. Tuck, knees press back. Tuck, knees press back. Outer thighs, tuck and back. And stretching out those inner thighs, you're almost done. Tuck and back. Reset that position. If you feel like you're too high, feel like you're too low, you can do this little test to make sure your hips are the right height off the ground. Relax those shoulders. Tuck, press back. Tuck, press back. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold here. Just tuck, tuck, tuck. We're going to make this big. You're going to go all the way down to your mat and back up to just this height. Down, up, down, up. That's it to finish. All right, so you want to imagine you're going to make a dent in the mat because you're slamming your seat so hard into it. So say you slam your seat super, super, super hard right now. Hit the mat, up, hit the mat. Last 10 counts. 10, 9, relax the shoulders. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, knees into chest, rock side to side. You finished class. We'll do a little stretch for our glutes here, okay? Just a tiny little stretch for our glutes. Bring your right knee into your chest, left leg goes long. It's about the last 20 minutes of class here. This is the last thing you're doing. That sounds about right. Switch legs, left knee in, right leg long. Inhale, exhale. Both knees in. Roll on up. Bring the balls of your feet together and hinge forward, stretching out those inner thighs. Head is heavy. Try and look at your belly button here. Inhale, exhale. Legs go out straight, hamstring stretch, reach for the balls of your feet, your heels, your calves, your knees, whatever you can reach for. If you can't even lean forward, you can just sit up here. That's fine. I know you're feeling it in the backs of the legs if that's where you kind of stop. And then one more inch, inhale, exhale. And you're all done. Thank you so much for watching this ab set. Please let me know if you have any questions, and please like and subscribe. Bye.